This is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video number 44. So I want to show you how to add image rotation to your HTML/PHP page. Now it is pretty simple. I will be using this thing called, I'm going to be, I hate to say this, JavaScript again. We're going to say set interval like this. Remember we did the other set, what was it? I forgot what was the other one. Well, anyway, this is the set interval, right? And this function, right, it's going to call a function, and it's going to specify the intervals like in milliseconds. So it continues calling the function until the clear interval, because we're going to have those two of them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put like what we want. Like, so if we're going to put 1,000 milliseconds, it would be equal to 1 second, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to then we're going to call the window, and the window's going to close and do the good stuff. So right now we're going to just do the matter of fact, we won't be needing you for a while. And then we're going to say div, right? Then we're going to style. Remember I told you could do inline style sheets. The real practice, you shouldn't really be doing this really, but that's okay, because when you get good at it, then you'll be able to do it. I'll show you how to do those other things too, but let's do this, because right now we're trying to get a lot of good things for you, because I know you want to learn as much as you can so you can move on, right? So we're gonna say we're gonna align, we're gonna text align. That means when you do write text and all that, you're gonna align it to the middle of the page. That's basically what that is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add here H1. That's like the highest of a heading. Makes a gives you a big. We're gonna put in Ellie. This is like financial person that I deal with. Oh my gosh, she's so good. Man, she's got me set up that I'm going to be. I'm gonna be sitting pretty, man. Let me see. Did I spell that right? It's this one. Strategies. And then we're going to say close this up, H1. Yeah, if you guys are interested, put it on the comment that you want to know. I'll send that woman to your, she could give you a call and tell you what the deal is. So we got that, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to, let me see, we got a div, right? We got to close that. Let's close that div. So we're going to say div. We'll see anyway. See if it looks good when we do it. Then we're going to do another div, and what we're going to do is we're going to call it ID equals to. People just don't know how to live in an apartment. Okay, I got an office right in this complex, and should have went somewhere else. Well, that's okay. So we're going to say text align again. And we're going to say center, because I want that center. I could have put it up there and made a big div. But that's okay. Just want to show you that it could be done. What could be done, right? Okay, so now we're going to close that div. And then we're going to put the image. I don't think we talked about it, but this is how the image is called. So I'm going to say, do I have any images? Let's see. Oh yeah, I do. Right here, right here. Okay, so we're gonna say boss lady, because that's what she is. Boss lady dot png, and then we're gonna say, I'm gonna give it the ID. Remember, every element in the database can get. Oh wait a minute, this is not good. Can get an ID, which that means this is just that one time, or a class, which you can use for a whole bunch of them, okay? We're going to do it to this one too. We're going to say, what? Maybe we don't need to, I don't know. Let's say image. Let's see how it is first. Then we go like this, I always wing this, but that's okay. Next time I'm gonna have my, I'll write my stuff down so I could be more prepared. Okay, so then we're gonna say I want it 75%. You can do whatever percentage that you want, and then you say H. Then you want to say 75% too. I mean, I want it big, but I want it not that big. But I guess that's okay. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna say style, right? We're gonna do the old style, and then we're gonna put a border around it, right? So we're gonna say border, well, I don't know, 2 pixels. You think that would look good? The other one we use like what? What was it? Like 5 pixels or something? It made it really fat, nice. We're gonna say we'll do red. How about that? It's like in your face red, you know. All right, so we got this right now. What we want to do is close that div. So we'll put it over here. See the div below. See how they got that little line underneath it? That div below. So that div. This div below. So that div. This body below. So that. And this one below. So that one. That's why you got to get a good editor. I mean, I got several. Wrangler. I mean, this is Atom. I mean, I got a whole bunch of them that you can even call. You don't even have to have a server in your house. It creates a server for you within that editor. Let's see. What I mean by server, I mean the web server, like the local host type thing. Let's just say, what are we doing here? Test maybe? All right. Let's see. I talk to myself a lot too. So if you see me mumbling, I apologize. But you know, just remember, these courses is me again with you. I'm having a conversation with you, and I'm showing you like if you were sitting right next to me, like I always used to do in JP Morgan and IBM and Instinet and Reuters. I mean, those are companies, you know, Colbert Brazilian trading with commodities. I used to, you know, went to train. I got trained. Then I, of course, had to go to school. Let me see, body. And then, of course, you learn a lot of stuff. You learn all these techniques. You learn all this stuff from school. But when you go out in the world, you really pick up on a lot of things. So I'm kind of treating you like that. I'm treating you as a person next to me, not like a teacher talking to a student. We're having a conversation, and who knows, you might even help me out. Okay, so let's do this. So we have that. Now we got, now, see right now, let's see if we could, see if we get an error. How about this? Do, okay, look, Elaine, do, and then it doesn't find that file. Thought I had that file. What did I call it? Where is it? Oh, that's spelled wrong. But this one right here, Boss Lady, let's see. Can we look at this? I wonder if we could do it. Huh. This is a way of looking at things, but for some reason, let me see. Maybe it's too big, it's not showing you. It's doing something. Oh, there we go. See, Bonfoy, how to sell art online, membership. You go like this and you go through a whole process. Real good stuff. Boss Lady, let's see. Okay, there goes Boss Lady. We're going to do that. All right, so then why is it not picking it up? No, wait a minute. I think I know what it might be. Oh, it is PNG. Let's see. Oh, I made this one cap because I look at things like camel case. That's what happens when you got several words. The first word would be like in like something like this would be lower caps. But if this would have been boss lady my love, then it will be like boss lady will be the caps, my will be caps, and then love will be caps again. Get it? That's what you call camel case. All right, so we do have it. Now let's run. See, let's see if it'll pop. Yes, it did. Look at that. Not only that, because we put. No, that's not what I was going to say. Can I do this? Let me see. Yeah, look, responsive. All right, so let's go here. Let's go to script. We're going to do the old JavaScript thing. This is the one that's going to do the rotation. You know, this is great. This rotation, when you have like, when people give you those, you know, you've seen them in websites where people comment on your things. Oh, this was a fantastic product. Thank you very much. And they give their name, and then there'll be something else. And what happens is it gets saved in a table, and then you can kind of call that table and do the rotation. But I'm using pitches. Right now it's not doing anything because you need more. So do I have more? I mean, yes I do. I got a whole bunch of them right here. Look, I got all these here. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go through all these. We're gonna print them out right here. So let's do this, my friends. Let's do this. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta take a zip. You have to drink a lot of water, man. You have to. Var. We're gonna say I. Oops, that's not an I. Then we're gonna say my ARR. That will be good. Then we're gonna say my array, and I want to know the length of it. So we'll say this. Yeah, let's do this right now. Then we're gonna say, oh, I gotta kind of case it too, but you know that way now. Let's do it like that. Then I want to say what else? Hold element like that, because I want to hold that element, right? So now what I'm going to say is I'm going to assign a 0 to that I. Then I'm going to hold that element, right? And I want to remember how we talked about how everything is a document, so you want JavaScript to read this whole thing as a document. The way to do it is by saying document dot. Plus we want to get the actual image. Where is it? ID. This one, remember? ID. So you're gonna say get element by ID. See how I did that? Now remember, it's camera case by like that. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that. What is that? Image like this, and of course you're going to need semicolon, right? Now what I want to do is I want to apply the length of it to my same one. So we're going to say ARR length equals to, remember we talked about how I can call it my ARR dot. They have a command to give you the length of whatever it is, -1, because you know everything is 0, you know, base, right? The index 0. So if there's 0 and you got 10 stuff, it'll become 11. We don't want that. It has to be 10. So you get rid of that 1. All right, let's create a function, right? The function is going to do all this work for you. So we're going to say function, and then we're going to call that function, let's say rotate image. That sounds good. And then we're going to do, of course, remember that. Every function, every if, and every loops, like if and for each, they all need that curly brace, right? So what I want to do is, I want to go like this. Let's put it here. That's 2. There you go. All right, so what I want to do in here, inside this function, oh, excuse me, I want to hold. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Look, it pops up because I already put it up there. So we go like this. We're going to hold. Now remember, this right here is the actual, where are we? Right here. This thing here. What I want to do is I want to take this right here, this little piece right here, and I want to rotate these different names, which I got here. file name of the images, and I want to rotate right into it, because this is what's giving you this. So if you rotate different pictures on top of it, you're going to get different pictures. Isn't that the great thing? Now, since we said that I want to do it like this, then all I have to do is use this. I don't have to go like dot SQL, that kind of thing, because I'm doing it right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say dot, this is the source, this is how you get, then you're going to say my ARR, and of course, it's an array. You go like this, and you go boom. You do the old boom boom. Then you want to check, right? If you're going to say I is less than, the reason why we do this is because if it reaches the number, let's say if I had like 10, it reaches, see, look, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. Maybe we'll do 10 plus this one that was there. If you do 10, remember that's gonna always look at it as 0 to 11, because you got 10 plus that other one. So you get rid of this. That way it becomes 0 to 9, which is still 10 thing. So when you do the length of the stuff, you want to make sure. So if it's I less than that, continue. Get it? It'll keep continuing. And then once it reaches a certain thing, it stops. But it keeps going. It keeps going over and over. Okay, let me see. What happens is when it rotates every 4 seconds. It gives you a picture, 4 seconds, another picture, 4 seconds, another picture, 4 seconds. So let's do this. We're going to say ARR. What did I call this? Length, like that. See? That's why it was important to have that. There's a little space here. And remember the curly braces. So we're going to say curly. Right? And within those curly braces, this is what we're going to add. We're going to say, we're going to just set this. Oops, sorry. This. But I don't want to do that. I'm going to do the old-fashioned way. Just to show you that it could be done this way too. So we're going to say like this. Plus 1. Right? So then what happens? We're going to say else. What happens if this reaches? Then we need to change that. So we'll say I equals 0. See, it kind of goes back to what we did the first time over here. So when it reaches, it's like starts all over again. So let's see. We got this. This belongs to this one. Right? That's it. Yep. All right. So we got that going. So what else do we need to do? So we do have this. We got this. And then we have, where's the other one? This one. That's the one that does the function. Why is there a lot of, we'll do this, right? So this is part of that. Because you're going to call this, you're going to call him. See, this is the preliminary stuff to get things ready. Then we're going to call this guy, but we're not going to do that yet. You know who's still going to do that for you? The setInterval. So you say set in, this is just like me typing. What was the name of the other one that we were dealing with? Typing. Then we're going to say this and this. That's going to give you the rotation. And wait a minute. What happened to my close script? Gotta do this, otherwise it's not going to work. Right over here. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's see what this looks like. We're going to say, what's the name of this? See, we're going to run this guy. This is the first one. Get it? That will be your first argument. Then you're going to say, wait a minute, what happened here? Excuse me. Why me? Okay, now we're gonna say 4,000 millisecond, which equals to 4 seconds. Every 4 seconds, give me another picture. It just keeps going on and on and on. Let me see. What was the name of that thing that we were doing from before? That was kind of weird, you know. Wonder what happened to it. It was the one that we were doing the. It was called. I'm trying to remember for a second. Oh, I know what it was. The set timeout. That was the one. The set timeout would do it. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna test this rotating thing. See, we got set timeout, and then we got set timer is kind of the same thing, but it just sets the timer, does the thing, and then that's it. It's only within the program itself that you're calling itself again. In this situation, you don't have this call inside this function calling itself, just like the set timeout. This is actually sitting outside the function. So when you do this, you say, oh, please do this every 4 seconds. And that's what that is. So if we save it, hopefully we don't get no errors. Probably will. So here we go. This is your first picture. 4 seconds. Why is it taking so long? You know, this computer's been whack. You know something? You know what we forgot to put? Of course it's not going to do this. We need to add those other guys. Oh, damn. How did I even forget that? Let me see. When we did the length, we need to add the array that has that information. All right, so let's do this. So we say my ARR. Remember that one? I'm gonna say equal to. No wonder it looked kind of strange to me. I'm saying, okay, this is my array, right? Remember this? This is the array. This is how it is. But we're gonna add these guys in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say boss lady .png. Then we're gonna say we're gonna say, what is it? a2.png. Then we're gonna say comma a3.png, comma, then a4.png. What do you think? Comma. And we're gonna say, I don't know. It's two. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna say a5.png, comma. Then we're gonna say a6.png. That probably will slow it down a bit, but that's okay. And then we're gonna say a7.png. Maybe we could go to all of it to the 13. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? We're gonna say a8. Oops, forgot to put in .png, comma, what is it? 9.png. Then we're gonna say, where are we? I messed this up, didn't I? We're gonna, right here. And that's gonna push that out. We're gonna say a10.png. How about that? Let's do this. Let's do a11.png. Then we're gonna say a12.png. Then we're going to say A13. All right, let's see. So we got a whole bunch of them. Make sure this is all done. Oh, okay. So let's see. The moment we hit this fresh, that we're supposed to be getting those 4 seconds situation. We could make it even. What's going on here? There he goes. It took a little time. My computer is, I don't know. I just don't know. How can I help? See, actually what I did was I took her website, broke it up in smaller pictures, and kind of ran it. Look at this. We got vibration. You can change it to, I don't know, like this one, like 3 seconds. Let's see. Come on, computer, don't do this to me. There you go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What happens if you do 2? It should be faster. This is where it's done. This is where you put the seconds. 1, 2, 3, 0, 3. There you go. That's it. It's more like it. There you go. And then you can also hook it up so that if you put your cursor right on the picture, it kind of stops. Let me see if I did that. No, it does not. Not yet, but you could. Look at that. See? Wow. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Well, we reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learn. You see that. Remember what I told you, man. You create a folder, resource folder, and have all these pictures, all these things that I've shown you. Put it in there, especially the crude thing, or the crud thing, and of course this thing here, the rotation. You can slow it up. Remember, you just have to fix it over here, right? So you can have that. Of course, your the menu when you scroll, like smooth scrolling, right? That will be good too. What else can we show you? Oh yeah, I call the database using PDO, my favorite, and MySQLi, and do the basic select. I mean, there's a lot of things I showed you. Use those things, especially the CRUD, all right, or the crude, whatever you want to call it, pronounce it. Use that. It's going to have because on the next video, I'm going to show you how to do the contact form, okay, and the area where you put the bad words. I'm going to show you that, and I'll do that tomorrow. But anyway, we reached the end, and give me a like, subscribe to my channel. That always helps me out. And then, well, that's it. Until next video. A good night.